Alrighty, and welcome back to Wildewitch RP's live play of our Burning Veil campaign. What is Wildewitch RP, you might ask? I'll tell you. Wildewitch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day job and created our own company so that way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players who are with us today. And you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community, where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got plenty of games happening every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in the Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also offer high-quality custom quests, magic items, and our playthrough through D&D's Dragonlance campaign. So, take a moment during the game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of the table, let's get started with today's game. Our adventurers have traveled from Landmark through the Corpsemere. You've been following these fragments of the Salvation Key, or at least that's what Cariante has been calling it. You have found the conduit of it, and through that, the Feyheart. And after destroying it, as it was unsalvageable due to its damages, you found yourself in the direction of Caerdunner, an old keep that, as you arrive, is surrounded by bandit camps. A group that they are calling themselves Gerngax Raiders. It speaks of shadow glass that is here. You're unsure of what it could be, but it might be that shadow heart that you were looking for. Andy went for reconnaissance, while Frista and Tala stayed behind with Ansel and Ranan and Cariante. And when Andy came back, it was not alone. Trailing behind was the halfling Terminder, who seems to be a little bit more close to the information than some of the others that are present. And tentatively, she has agreed to help you. And night is beginning to fall. Good time to sneak into a keep. And that is where we return to our adventurers. What are you doing at this current moment? Are you trying to enter in through a more stealthy approach, or do you plan to go in guns blazing?
While you were in there, Andy, did you get any information on the shadow glass or the...
I didn't ask. I was, just wandering around with Terminder. Hey Terminder, you know what the shadow glass is?
It's likely what, Sorneros and, Letheric are. They've got this dark material that they've been, experimenting with, trying to figure out. That could be it.
Can we, touch it? Without exploding?
I don't know. I've not touched it.
Cool. How big is it relative to, our halfling-sized bodies?
She gestures, vaguely about the size of her torso.
Okay. Cool.
You know where they keep it?
In their laboratory. So at the very top of the keep.
Oh, good. Perfect.
Sounds easy to get into.
If you can fly.
That was obvious sarcasm, but can anyone fly? Now would be
Not
a great
yet.
time to let the group not yet.
I
What does that mean?
don't know.
Great.
I had a
Awesome.
relative who could fly, supposedly.
Oh,
He died long
Supposedly.
before I was born, but, you know,
was it a flight-related accident?
that's what they say.
Okay. That feels a little too deep to go into when we're about to sneak into a
It's fine.
bloody bandits camp. We'll talk about it later. It seems like something. Do we just sneak in? Do we disguise? Do we start killing people?
Sneaking, maybe, since I'm not feeling great and I'm gonna be kind of cranky here shortly because I don't have sleep.
Sneaking until we get caught and then
Unsneak.
murder from there?
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of that.
Cool.
As you settle upon your plan, you hear that there is commotion happening in the camps. Moving close enough to the tree line where you can spot and see, you see the burning dead. Those undead that are fueled by the black and white flames of Fey Death Fire. And they are attacking. A whole horde of them up against the bandits. Chaos is overtaking the camps.
That's terrifying, but I think that's a good thing. Should we go in while it's rowdy with a distraction?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Move in.
Okay. As you move in, go ahead, give me, I'm going to say, for this one, athletics or survival.
Gee.
Right. Either a +0 or a -1.
Yeah. I'm a +1 or a 0, so yeah, it
Same difference.
sucks either way.
As you...
Where's Tala?
Alright. As you begin to rush through the ground, covering areas while attentions are diverted, you manage to cover almost all the distance before you are caught by a small portion of the zombies.
No.
That go in for attacks. We are rolling initiative.
Ah, no!
Damn it. God damn it.
Oh no! 9 and a 5. Let's go.
A very quick act.
Yep.
Oh, do I have some good fight music? There we go. So. Well, Andy, you go first.
Oh my gosh. That's really sad. So how many are there? I guess is the question. How far away?
You've got, I mean, in total there's a lot, but that are immediately in front of you. There seems to be about maybe 6 of them, and you've got a few that are, like, right there, and others that are easily able to be drawn in.
Okay. Man, I don't want to use any of my spells. How many could I get within a 15-foot cube?
You could get 3 of them in a 15-foot cube.
Okay, screw it. We're gonna cast, go up to him and cast Thunder Wave and try and push him out of the way. Alright, Constitution saving throw 13. This is why I don't cast this.
Con save. One of the zombies will fail.
Cool. So the other ones get 2 damage, and that one gets pushed back. And 5 damage. Oh, and... and I'm sad. Yep.
Alright. Freesta, you're next.
That's surprising. Bonus action, I'm going to activate my Crimson Right. Both it's bloody full. And I'm going to shoot a zombie. Hopefully. It's a 23 to hit.
Definitely hits a zombie.
My character sheet just died.
Oh no.
Oh, I'll do hits 1d8 plus 3.
That sounds right to me based off of your modifier.
Perfect. 4 points of piercing.
Oh my gosh. We're doing great. We're doing
And
great.
3 points of cold. Reload, please. I don't think I have character sheet anymore. That's really sad. Perfect timing. Anyway, that's my bonus action and action, so that's my turn done.
Alright, so, with that, it is going to be our zombies that get to act. And... who do they wish to go after? We've got... One is gonna go after Freesta. Moves shambling along, and we'll take a swing. Nope, that's not hitting.
That's great, because I forgot what my AC was.
I've got it. I'm looking at it right here. Then there are 2 that are going to come up towards Andy, the ones that weren't pushed away by your thunderclap or thunder wave.
Yeah.
First one you don't have to worry about. That was a 3 to hit. However, the second one is a natural 20.
Cool. That's great. I'm so glad.
For 5 points of bludgeoning damage on a
Wow.
crit. Yeah,
It's really sad.
it is.
Wow.
And that's it for our zombies this turn. It's gonna be our NPCs, and we've got 4 of them. It'll be Karyanthi who acts on this turn as she draws forth her blade, and she'll go to strike at the one on Freesta, which will hit, and she does not have her shield out, so she's two-handing, and that is pretty good damage. Not the best, but pretty good. And Kari will stay next to Freesta As Andy, we come to your turn.
Cool. My sheet's still down, but I'm going to just go up to one of them and slash. Oh, well, the one that's on me.
Yeah, easily done.
The one that hit me.
Yep.
I don't.
I'm pulling
how
up
do
your
I do
sheet.
this? Okay.
If you want to, it'll be, the command is !R, and then
Okay. We'll do that.
once I have your modifier, I'll let you know.
D20?
Yeah, 1d20.
I think it's.
Come on. Alright, why don't we go with +4, because my phone is being slow.
Yeah, I think it's a +4 because I get 2 from the other thing and 2 from my dex.
Sounds good.
Um,
16 definitely hits a zombie.
That would be +6 because I have proficiency. Whatever. Okay, 16 hits. I believe it's a D8 plus 4.
A rapier is a d8, and yes, that sounds right based on modifiers.
Shoot, that's a. Okay, cool. Nice. 9 damage to that one. Oh. Yep, you schmuck. Is he dead yet?
So you
hit?
watch as the zombie falters, but there is a flare of that white light, and it stands.
Okay. Cool. That's great. Where's Terraminder in all this?
Terraminder is pulling out her crossbow kind of amidst the group. She's next to Ansel and Run-On.
Okay. Alright. I think that's it.
Alright, then
Yeah.
Freesta, we come to your turn.
Cool. We're going to shoot one that's not on me because I don't want disadvantage. Never mind.
Oh
Didn't
no!
matter.
Oh no.
I didn't want to hit anyway, so it's fine. That's a natural one. Thank you.
So as
Phone isn't even losing my character sheet. I don't know what I'm doing.
I'll check to see if the forums are saying anything about it being down. But unfortunately, the natural one does miss. As you go to release your arrow, it drops not even maybe a foot from your bow. And Freesta, it is going to be after your turn. Our zombies go. You have the one that was on you turn its attention away from you and onto Kari. And it does not strike. It gets caught upon her armor. Andy, the two that are nearby you are going to strike, or at least attempt to.
Okay.
The first one is going to hit with a 19.
Yep. Hmm.
The second one misses.
That's good.
That will be 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Great.
And then it's our NPCs go. And out of them, it is Terry who gets to act this turn. So Terraminder is going to, with her crossbow, take a shot at the one that was pushed away by your... What's it called?
Thunderwave.
Thunderwave, yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. And that'll be a hit. So Terry's crossbow strikes for max damage.
Nice.
And Andy, we come back to you.
Cool. We're gonna keep slashing. Alright. So I think it's +6. So we'll, because yeah. Okay. So D20 plus 6. Oh no, that's an 8.
Yeah, that is unfortunately not going to strike.
Cool. Yep. That's it. Just vibing. Being sad.
Alright, so with that, Frista.
I'm going to try again to shoot any of the one that isn't in front of me. Please. Does a 26 hit?
A 26 definitely strikes.
Awesome. That is not how you do commands. Six points of piercing. And 2 points of cold. That is my turn done.
Alright, so as you strike at one of the ones that is not upon you, you see as it strikes, this is one of the ones on Andy, the frost that begins to appear over its body, making it a little stiff. Then we have our undead. The one that was shot by the crossbow, by Terraminder, begins to shamble over, while the others stay where they are. So that's 2 strikes against Andy. Both of which will miss. You're able to easily duck down and dodge the strikes. And then Frista. That was almost a natural 20. But a 9 misses you. So you're alright. Our NPCs get to go. And it is Kari who acts once more. And she swings at the one upon Frista. And unfortunately does not strike. That was a very bad roll, Kari. As there is the whoosh of the missed strike towards this undead beast, Andy, we come to you.
Cool. Okay. Gotta calm down. We're gonna try and channel Uncle Onik and all his teachings. How to hit something that's trying to kill me. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Thank you. Thank you, Uncle Onik. Okay, 18 to hit. I'm hitting the one that's damaged more.
Yeah, easily done.
Alright, and then it's a D8. 4. Wow. Cool.
Ooh,
okay.
Okay.
You dead yet?
Yeah, as he goes down this time, he does not get back up.
Good. Schmuck. I turn my attention on the other one fully now, thanking Uncle Arnik for coming through. Finally. Yep. Don't die, Terraminder. Alright, that's my turn.
As you call Don't Die Terraminder, I would prefer not to, that's right. Frista.
Yep.
Cool. I'm again shooting one that isn't on me. Hopefully. I don't trust myself. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 will strike.
Oh, thank God. That's 6 points of piercing. And 1 point of cold. And that is my turn done.
Alrighty, so... It's going to hit the one that's trying to go for Terraminder, and it has to make a save. Which it fails. So before it can reach your new halfling companion, it drops to the ground. Frozen.
Yay.
There is 2 zombies that are drawn by the attention, kind of coming around the frays, around the edges, but they're not as close as the ones that are actually within melee, which will go for strikes. One against Andy. Not hitting. That is only a 6. And then for the one near Frista is still enraptured with Cariante. And still only manages to grasp onto her armor, but not inflict any damage. Out of our NPCs, it is going to be Ronan who gets to act on this turn and will throw fire out towards the one on Andy. And strikes. So that will be 7 points of damage there as the creature is lit for a moment. And Andy, it's your turn.
The one that got hit by fire is still alive, yeah?
Yeah, and still staring down at you.
Cool. We're gonna slash at him. Think about Uncle Arnick, all his teachings, all that jazz. Alright. 6. Yay! Alright, cool. I hit, and our D8. 4. Okay, cool. 7 damage.
7 damage. Hell yeah. So, with that, he's got to make a roll. Unfortunately, as you strike, there is that moment where he falters, but he does come back to his feet.
I don't like zombies.
Zombies are so much fun. What are you talking about? As he settles back upon his feet, standing, Frista, what would you like to do?
The zombie in front of me seems a lot more interested in Kari than me, so I'm going to chance the opportunity attack and move back 10 feet.
He does not take the opportunity attack against you.
I'm going to shoot him in the face. Or try. So 24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 definitely hits a zombie.
Ooh, that's 5 points of piercing. And 3 points of cold.
Alright, he's got to make a roll here. And he fails. That one goes down.
It's my turn done.
As your arrow drops this zombie, you can see the two that were from the phrase rush forward and, much like the other one, seem to be enamored by Kari and her shiny armor. And as they try to grab a hold of her, the one on Andy is going to try and strike at you. However, an 8 will miss you, Andy. It seems that his heavy wounds are causing his attacks to be slower, more wild, and less precise. Oh, but that is a solid hit on Kari. You will hear the crack of the impact. Oh, but that is shit damage. It is our NPC's go. Kari shakes it off, and Ansel is the one to act this turn, as he is going to call out and try and get Andy to... You see that he waves you over to him, and he seems to be holding his action. Andy, it is your turn.
Can I hit this fella in front of me?
Sure, go for it.
Alright, actually it's a +4. I just got it back. So I've been doing it wrong. Okay.
Ah, no worries.
Yeah. Oh, it's a 20. Yeah. Nope. I forgot to ask for guidance from Uncle Arnick, and it bites me in the butt. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna run over to Arnick. To Ansel, and hope that I don't die on the way.
Alright. He is going to try and take an opportunity attack. But Andy, you are just too quick for him. You feel the rush of wind
Right.
as the attack tries to strike at your back. And you make it over to Ansel, whose held action to pump some healing into you will go off.
Yeah.
And you will gain back 7 points of healing.
Oh, thank you. Very nice.
Frisa.
I'm going to shoot at one of the ones that's on Kari. But my character sheet has yet to come back, so I will still be using commands. It's a 19 to hit.
19 will strike, most definitely.
7 points of piercing. And 4 points of cold.
Oof. He's not looking too happy with that. You can see the undead face turn towards you, the jaw hanging open. And he is going to turn from Kari and try to rush for you, which Kari is going to take an opportunity attack. And as she does so, her blade alights. She'll pump a Divine Smite into this. Alright, he's looking real rough as he limps his way over to you, but he is still there. And will try and strike at you. But Frisa, you're easily able to avoid it, dodging out of the way. Andy, the one that you were on, follows you over towards Ansel and takes the strike on you, Andy. And with a 13, that will just hit.
Yep. Schmuck.
For 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. Cool. I'll take it.
And then the last one goes after Kari. And gets caught on her armor. Our NPCs act, and Terraminder is going to go this turn. And Terraminder is going to strike at the one on Frista. She's going to release a shot. Oh, nope, that's not going to hit.
Oh.
That's a natural one. So, Andy, we do come to you.
Okay, we're not gonna forget to ask Uncle Arnick for guidance. I'm gonna try and hit the one that keeps following me around.
Makes sense.
With my beaten up old rapier. Ah. Oh wait, I'm a halfling. Hold up. Cool. Excellent. Thank you, halfling self.
That hits.
Yeah. Good stuff. Okay, +4. Cool. 9 damage.
Alright, he's got to make a roll here. He goes down.
Yay! Finally. Schmuck. Where's the other one? Is there another one that's up still?
There are two that are still up. One is on Kari, one is on Frisa.
Okay, I'll go over to the one on Freesta and yell at him. Rawr!
Yeah.
Stupid undead creature.
Makes perfect sense. As Frista, we come to you.
God, what's going on?
One on Andy is down. There's still the one on you and the one on Kari left. The one on you is heavily wounded.
Well, I'll leave him to Andy. I'm going to shoot the one on Kari. I still don't have my character sheets. It's a natural 20.
Oh no, Sirenscape. Natural 20 hits.
What does that be? Plus 8 plus 3 is 11. That's 17 points of piercing. 4. And 8 points of cold.
Okay, there's no physical way that he can make that save if I'm doing my math correctly, so he goes down.
Yay.
Oh, it's a critical hit anyway. He doesn't even get to make the save. I just read that. So, yeah.
I feel bad now.
No, you're good.
No.
This poor zombie.
Nope.
That's my turn done.
With that, we have our zombies. There's only one left, and he's on Kari, and he doesn't really want to go anywhere else. But he can't manage to hit Kari, so he's just stuck there. And with that, our NPCs get to go. It is Ansel once more, who is going to call upon Divine Radiance and force this guy to make a save, which he succeeds upon. And so he does not take the Divine Radiance. And Andy, it's your turn.
Cool. We're gonna hit this one. So I'm flank. Can I flank with
You could flank with Kari.
Kai? Yeah. Okay, so I don't know how to do advantage, so let's do this twice. Well, that hits, but we'll quick fish. Nope. Alright, 20 to hit, and... Nice, 11 damage.
Alrighty, 11 damage is the first bit that this guy is taking, which has his attention now upon you. But as the attention turns, as your blade finishes its stroke, Freesta, we do come to your turn.
Cool. Am I in melee of this guy?
No.
Awesome. I'm going to move back a little bit and shoot him. Hopefully. It's a 15 hit.
A 15 will strike.
Oh, 5 piercing and 3 cold. And that's my turn.
Freesta,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to paint me a picture?
Oh, I'm not God. Let's you do it.
There is the battle of the different Fey Dead, the burning dead around you that are going against the raiders, and as your small pocket of fighting seems to dwindle down, it is your last arrow that will strike and bring you enough time to make a run for the keep, to see if you can get inside before anything else comes to strike. Terraminder seems to encourage this, pointing you all onwards.
Running.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead. I would say you can utilize stealth or survival to make your way unseen towards the outer wall.
Ooh, natural 20 instead.
Hell yeah.
I'd be 22 with stealth.
Alrighty, no worries. As you are moving through the fighting, avoiding it now mostly when you can, you do make it off to the outer walls, which you can follow all the way to the keep itself. As you do so, Terminder points up. If we could just climb up, we could get there, and there's a window. We can get inside.
Climb? How? I suck at climbing. Rope? Do I have rope? I have no idea if I have.
If someone has rope, make an easier climb up.
Let's check inventory. I have rope.
I
I've got 50 feet of rope.
That's good. I don't.
50 feet of rope
Okay.
will be more than enough. Frista, would you like to attempt a athletics check to climb?
I would love to attempt, as long as there's emphasis on attempt.
Gosh.
That is 1d20 minus 1. 11?
You're struggling a bit. You're not doing horrible, but it seems that in your focus to also hold the rope and get up, it's making it a little hard to accomplish both tasks. Andy, would you like to try and climb up?
2. So my modifier is +0, so it's just straight. A 4.
Great.
Okay.
Doing great. Having fun.
That's what happens when Tala's not here.
Yep.
As you are attempting to climb up, it will be Terminder who will volunteer to take the lead. And as you can see she almost scurries up the wall. It's not graceful, but it is effective. And she reaches down towards you, Frista, where you are. Pass me the rope. I'll tie it off.
Sure, here. This will not affect my emotional state. Here you go.
So, as she brings it up to the top and wraps it around one of the there's bars nearby that seem to hold the weight. The rope is thrown down for the rest of you to climb up.
Good. Thanks.
Perfect.
With the rope, you don't need to roll any checks. You just climb up, and you get in through the window. And as you are here, why don't we roll a quick stealth check?
Cool.
As you crouch, looking over the battlefield that rages on beneath you and listening to the keep, you seem to be unnoticed. And you are free to explore and try to find this shadow glass, which is kept within the laboratory.
Oh. Do we go to like the top?
Terry can assist you in leading as you all move quietly. You hear ahead of you there is the sound of some struggling. You hear a crash as metal falls onto the stone floor. It sounds like weaponry. And Terry looks to you. That's coming from the armory. Give me a perception check, please.
Oh, gosh.
Based on hearing.
13. Ooh,
Ooh, nat 20.
Alright, I just got your guys' character sheets up, so if you want to try and check that out, make sure you got yours.
Mm-hmm.
If not, I have yours available so I can give you guys modifiers if you need it.
Yep, got it back.
It
Cool.
lives.
Woo! So, with a natural 20 and a 13, whatever you guys are hearing is very big for sure. But Andy, you can pick up on more that it is a fight of some sort. And
I don't think we want to go down there. Is this like on the way that we're going, or is it like off to the side?
it is in the direction that you are moving.
Can we go around?
Karyanthi from the back. I worry that if we don't take any sort of actions or precautions, it will follow us, which may make things worse.
Oh, yeah, I don't like it when trouble follows me. I prefer to like be the trouble. But okay. So you suggesting we just go in? We still do
If
that?
there's a fight in there, it might be a diversion. We can just sort of sneak past, maybe like hit some people on the head to blend in, and then keep going.
Let us
Yeah.
see what it could be. A diversion, or it could be some sort of Gurngak's raiders. Determined it had said come from the crawling company. Perhaps this is a counter-strike? We don't have to get immediately involved, but might as well understand what it is that is happening around us.
Cool.
so
We'll
it's
just
to the
bust
two of
in
you.
there, say, stop fighting, who's fighting who and why. Okay, cool, and then keep walking. This is a great plan.
I was thinking something a little bit more covert.
Oh, okay. I don't really do covert, but let's try it. Let's go.
Stealth checks, then.
No. This has never worked.
21.
Oh, damn.
Hey!
21 for me too.
Twinsies.
Twinsies.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you move, keeping quiet, you see within the armory there are weapons all along the floor, and that there is a massive zombie. It looks like an ogre, but you can see underneath the skin the same fire of the burning dead. And there are two figures that seem to be alive and controlling it. You also see that there are a number of a number of Gurngak Raider bodies here. It seems that the loud sound you heard was one of these bodies being thrown into the wall of the armory and knocking loose some of the weaponry. As you are taking this in, you also notice that there are some areas that can provide assistance, if not heavy advantages. there is a portion of the ceiling that looks weakened and can be utilized to subdue one or more of the figures within here. If you could knock over some of the armor racks, create an area for impaling someone. There are things that you can notice, but it does seem that there is some danger to any in the path of these figures.
Mm-hmm. So I might be able to destroy the ceiling with Thunderwave?
Yeah,
Maybe?
potentially, if you aim it correctly, you'd be able to strike the ceiling. It looks weak enough that a good enough hit with Thunderwave or something else will bring it down.
Cool, that's my ideas.
What do you think get involved in this, don't we?
I guess.
There's the giant zombie and then the two people controlling it. Is there anyone else still up fighting it?
No, it seems that those who are fighting it are now crushed on the ground.
Right, that's a great sign. What if one of us lead it underneath the ceiling, then someone destroys the ceiling and has it tumble on top of the zombie?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm fairly hardy and can always utilize my shield to protect myself. I can draw its attention over to the ceiling.
Don't die.
I'm rather gifted at not dying.
Good, that's a good gift. Okay. I'll try and go over to the ceiling area so I can aim this properly.
So, when you're ready, Andy, I'll head in first, just a few moments to gather their attention.
Right. Okay. Ready.
Right? And Kari will go in, and as she does so, pulls out her shield. Hey! Why don't you pay attention to me? And she rushes through them to draw their attention, narrowly avoiding some of the opportunity attacks that they take, until she's backed up underneath the corner, and that's when she pulls out her sword and bangs the hilt upon the shield to draw the attention of the massive undead ogre. Andy, go ahead, roll for me a stealth check, please. To not...
Times charm. Okay, 11.
Alright, you get in. It's not the most stealthful that you've been, but it doesn't seem to gather anyone's attention. And you think that you're right in range to take care of this. What do you wish to do?
I'll try and catch the eye of Kari and then cast Thunderwave.
Alright. You cast Thunderwave. Your target is up in the ceiling, well within your 15-foot cube.
Great.
And Kari tries to rush out. Kari does manage to get out just in time, shoving back one of the controllers underneath the fall of the rubble. You hear the thunderous echoing of your magic, the crash of the stone, and for a few moments, just quiet. Until there is a roar. Bursting out of the rubble is the ogre. Though he does look damaged, and it seems that the controllers are buried beneath it. Please roll for me initiatives.
Uh-oh. God damn it.
15.
7.
Yikes.
Alrighty, so, this man, very slow. And NPCs, damn, slower than that. Andy, you get to go first.
Okay, cool. Oh crap. This is a really large thing, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go up to it and I'm gonna try and channel what Aunt Zaya told me about being tough and resilient and not dying. So let's see if we hit first, I suppose. 11.
11 will hit.
Great, thanks, Aunt Zaya. Okay, so sucky damage. Awesome. And then we will use slashing. Nope, sorry. Defensive flourish. D6. Ooh, cool. So extra 5, and I have 5 to my AC.
Alrighty, so. Oof. With that, Freesta, you're next to act.
That's surprising again.
You're fighting a lot of zombies. They've got negative modifiers.
I still got a 7. I'll
You got a
take it.
6.
Great. I'm going to shoot this thing with my longbow. Hopefully. Is it 12 to hit?
12 will strike, yeah.
Perfect. That's 8 points of piercing. And 1 point of cold.
Oof.
That's my turn done.
Alrighty. It roars, and Andy, you are the closest to it. It has in its hand a, he wields it as a club, but it looks like it's just a dead log, from somewhere out in the trail, and he's going to swing it down towards you.
Great. That's it.
That is an 18 to hit.
Oh, Schmuck just makes it.
Oof. And that is going to be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Well, as this happens, it is going to be our NPCs go, and it's going to be Kari, who's going to move over and placing her shield to sort of intercept any attack towards you. She is going to reach down and use her action to lay on hands, gain back 5 points of healing.
Thanks.
And Andy, it will be your turn after that.
Okay, we're gonna slash. I'm not flanking with Kari, right?
No, she offered protection, but you could move into a flank.
I would love to.
Okay.
I'll do that.
All right.
And I'll try and go back. Alright, advantage. Hey, 30-20. Alright. Cool. 9 piercing damage.
Alright, this guy's starting to look a little wobbly.
And then I'll move back.
Alright, as you move back,
Next to Kari.
ducking behind Kari's shield, she kind of gives a look that is both impressed and exasperated. And Freesta, we come to your turn.
Cool. I'm still running out of arrows. I'm going to use one of those blessed arrows that I got from that merchant and shoot with one of those. just to see what will happen. That's a 12 to hit, which I believe does.
It will hit.
Well, that's 11 piercing. 2 cold. And is it just a normal arrow that I got conned on?
You don't see anything different visually, but that was how much damage you did here? 13?
Yes, 11 piercing, 2 cold.
He's wobbly, but he's still standing.
That's my turn done.
That is our ogre, who roars. There's this spittle that kind of comes fleshing out, and you see within the throat the white and black fires. And Andy, you and Kari are right there. And the tree log comes crashing down once more. And a 13 would typically hit you, Andy. However, you do have some cover going on here with the shield. Enough so that the shield takes the impact, and you are fine.
Yeah. Thanks, Carly.
And it is our NPCs, and this time it will be Ansel who goes, and will stand next to Frista, and he's going to provide Frista the help action. Andy, we come to your turn.
Okay, we're gonna duck out and slash. Mock him a little bit, but mostly slash. Can I flank with Kali again?
Easily done.
Cool. Hey, thanks, Kai. Oh. Alright, 17 damage.
Andy, would you like to paint a picture here?
Kind of invigorated by not getting hit for a second time. Andy's gonna do a little run and a little hop and just slash him across the face.
As you move, rushing, using the shield as a springboard to get that distance to slash across the face, you do so in a way that causes this creature, whatever reflexes from its base life before this unlife state remain. It flinches back, and with the damages that it has sustained and with its general unsteadiness, it does fall back, and you can hear another thud, heavy, as the creature goes still, and you have bested it.
Let's go before we run into something else.
As you're moving, if you want to take a quick moment to, you can see where Terraminder's kind of looking at, there is a portion of the controllers that is visible through the rubble, and you see Terraminder's kind of interested, trying to take a quick glimpse. If you are also interested and intrigued, you may do an Arcana, an Insight, or a Medicine check here.
Insights.
Hunter's Bane apply?
Hunter's Bane would not apply here.
Damn it, I'll take the 11.
What you see are these blue crystalline burn-like structures that scorch in a pattern similar to electrical currents that are visible on the side of the head and the throat. And well, firstly, you know that that is arcane in nature. You're not quite sure exactly the details. But Andy, you think that that might be some sort of visual representation of the mannerisms that they can utilize to have the Fey-Dead not strike them and perhaps even control them.
Hmm. I'll share that with folks. Oh, and like generally speaking, and kind of looking at Kari, have you heard of any of this stuff before? Like controlling undead in this way?
Not in this way. There are, of course, necromancers that are known to
Right.
control undeads, but the Fey-Dead have been a anomaly, so to say.
Yep. Okay, cool. Well, that's creepy. Maybe we should just keep going and get out of here, and then I can sleep.
Yeah. Let's head out. The stairwell shouldn't be. It shouldn't be too far.
Okay, let's go.
As you are moving towards the laboratory, there is a antechamber with a few doors that lead to the further areas of the top floor. Terminator points to a far door that leads to the laboratory. But you guys are good people, right? You're the heroes?
Well, don't ask
Trying
my
to
grandma
be.
that question, but yeah.
There are people here that are trapped. Can you help them?
So,
We
I
could
guess so.
try. Todd, were you one of the people trapped as well?
No. No, I was, I'm one of the bad guys. And she kind of looks down. You can tell, with your passive insight, Andy, there's shame and guilt.
I'll put my arm around her a little bit and go, well, you know, you can still be a good person. Just because you've done some bad things, maybe doesn't mean you're a bad person. Yep, I've definitely done some things that probably wasn't the smartest or nicest, but here we are. Um, you know, each day trying to not die and do better. Um, yep. Pat, pat.
It's not so simple. Not. But if you guys can help them, I would appreciate it. And she leads you over to one of the closer doors, and you can see that there are cages, chained and locked, and as you see this, it is Kari who speaks up. Is it wise for us to release them now?
Ye-
What are you trying to say without being vague about it?
I'm saying that perhaps we take care of the threat before we release people who may not be able to fight or move in a way that is unlikely to alert anyone of our actions.
There's a commotion going on outside, is there not? There's zombies everywhere. If there's a time to let people free, I think now would be it.
Terraminder also kind of stands next to Shrista. Soraneros, he can draw the life and death energy from people. He might try and use them for his own power.
Yikes. Yeah. If we let them out and they can't defend themselves and a horde of zombies comes, that's bad. But if they are stuck here and a horde of zombie comes and Solaneros uses them for other stuff, that's also bad. I'd say we'd let them out.
I
No.
agree. There's no good or right or wrong way to do this, but this is the only way that they have a chance.
Okay. Wait, so you have those thingies, right?
Those what now?
You're haggling with Darcy about them.
I haggled for a lot of things. Oh, the tool is the lock picking.
Yes.
Yes.
Or Tarman, do you know where the key is?
On Soraneros?
Good. Let's just go up and ask him. That'll work out splendidly. He's not super wise, is he?
Well, he always knows what I need to be doing, so
So he's wise in the ways of being a schmuck, is what you're telling me.
maybe I don't know.
Just trying to lighten the mood. Okay, let's try and unlock these.
Freysta, do you try and unlock the cages?
Yeah, I was going to ask how many there were.
There's 3.
Okay, I'll try and unlock one.
Okay.
Is Dex and proficiency. That's an 8.
You're struggling with lock 1.
I will move on to lock 2. Lock 1 is obviously more intricate than the rest of them. It must be the most important one. We'll leave it to the end.
I'll put a
No.
hand on Freesta and go, I believe in you, and I'll give you a bardic to use with whatever.
Hell yes, because I desperately need it, but I'll use it on lock 3, because lock 2 is obviously the hardest. I will move over to
it's
lock
a
3.
D6.
Awesome.
Gosh.
And I will try again with lock 3, which is a 15. And I'll just add the bardic in case, because I need to open one or my friends are going to disown me. How's a 20?
20 will get the lock open.
I see. They're
Nice.
obviously like in order of the intricacy of the lock.
Yup.
It is. I'm going to go back over. Could I try again with lock 2
Sure, go for it.
without breaking my thieves tools that I just got? How's a 50?
A 15 will get it open.
Awesome. I just had to get into it. I haven't properly. This is the first time I'm using these tools. I'll go over to lock 1 and I will concentrate
Uh,
with my life
Yep.
for a 12.
12 is just what you needed.
Great. You did great, Priesta. Good job. How many
Thank
people
you.
are in here?
There altogether are about 7 people.
Okay. Any halflings?
You do not see any halflings.
Shoot. Well, that's probably a good thing. Okay. Don't die. You're free now, but don't. There's a horde of zombies outside, and there's an evil wizard inside. So pick your poison. Kind of.
They nod, and they just begin to move, and
Cool. There's one, like, can I pick out one that looks like the most gung-ho and, like, able to wield a knife person? Can I pick that person and hand them a blade that I have and say, good luck?
yeah, if you want to.
I would love to. Good luck.
She nods. Thank you. And rushes out. And unfortunately, you can tell very, very soon that they are not all too keen about keeping silent. They're keen about getting out.
Right.
And as you exit, there is a door that opens, and it is the doors to the laboratory. 2 figures are present. A elf young and a more decrepit figure. The elf is the one who has opened the door, but the decrepit is the one who locks eyes upon you first. And specifically upon Terminder. And his attention turns to his companion. Slaughterhouse, I should have known. Sabotage and treachery. If anything, it is I who have been betrayed here, as he looks to Terminder. Despite everything that I've done for you, despite the life that I have allowed you to live, this is how you repay me. And with that, why don't we roll initiative as you see the energy gather and crackle in this figure?
Damn it, 7. Again.
Oh, it just died on me. Give me a second. Nope. Okay, cool. We're just gonna roll in. Effort.
Oh, did your sheet die?
Yep.
I'm
I
going to
believe
see
it's
if
a +3.
It is a +3. I still got your guys' sheets open, so.
Cool. 19.
if I can
Yeah,
quickly
sheet's
save
down.
with the
Okay.
PDF.
I should have. I have all the relevant info, but.
Alrighty, so we've got bam, bam, bam. So, Andy will go first. And then Sorneros. Thoric. Freesta. And the NPCs. So, Andy, you are first to act here.
I don't really want to be first to act here. I guess I'll run up to let's do Solaneros, the elf. And I'll take out my rapier and I'll yell at him, "She's a good person, you stay away from her, you schmuck." And I'll try and slash, and we'll just go from there. Ooh, dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Haha. Sucky damage. 5 damage. Yep. That's it.
Okay. So, with that, it is Sorneros' go. And he looks to Terraminder. Really? You're going to choose this lot over all that I've done for you? And then he turns to you, Andy, and he's going to make his first attack.
Great.
And a 16 will hit, yeah?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That will be 14 points of acid damage.
Cool. I believe I'm still up.
Okay. With that...
Oh, wait, you said 14?
14.
I'm not up.
Oh no!
I am definitely not up.
So as thank you for the raid, but as you take 14 points of damage, you fall. And Charmander freezes, eyes wide. It is going to then be Euphoric, who goes next, and he's a little, you see him muttering to himself as he moves up. And as he mutters, he will find his way over to the Karyanthi. And while he moves to Karyanthi, there is a shimmering around him as he calls magic to fill the realm. And he is going to... he casts Spirit Guardians. And... Freesta, it is your turn.
Great.
At the start of your turn, it is a wisdom save.
Right. I believe that is a straight roll. That's a natural one.
Oh no!
It's fine.
Is it?
Ah,
That's poor damage. That's only going to be 7 points necrotic.
It's great. How far away am I from Luthoric?
From Luthoric, you would be about 15 feet away.
Great. A bonus action, I'm going to cast Hex on him and give him disadvantage on strength checks. I don't really care. And I'm going to try and shoot him.
Alright, let's see it.
It's a 16 to hit.
16 will strike.
Oh, thank God. That is 7 points of piercing, 4 points of necrotic, and 1 point of cold.
So, as you draw back your arrow, you can see the shadows as it pools from your depletion mark and wraps around the arrow as it is released from the bow. And as it strikes, you see that Luthoric turns his attention from Cariante to you.
Right. And he keeps concentration on the spirit guardian.
Let's find out. So, he's got to beat a total of 10, because it is higher than half. The realm, the battlefield around you is still awash with the magic that he controls.
Right.
But he's a little hurt.
same.
That's fair enough. It's my turn done.
Alright, as your turn closes, it is going to be our NPCs go. Terraminder is just in shock. She can't do anything. Meanwhile, however, Ansel is going to rush over, and he's going to put his last big spell into you, which is only a level 2, but he will add his Fey Restoration upon that. So, you will gain 13 points of healing, Andy.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
So, you can see the worry clear upon his face as you come back. What do you keep telling people about dying? And with that, Andy, we do come to your turn. You are prone, but you are alive.
Great. Thank you, Edsel. A halfling-sized hand clap on the shoulder. I'll stand up, and I'll strike at Solanos, who's still in front of me, right?
Yes, Sornaris is still there.
Great. I'm gonna hit him. Ishmuck. Okay, rapier, strike. I don't have any fun things, do I? Nope. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna think about Uncle Onik and all the things they taught me. And just try and slash. A 9.
As you go to slash at Sornaris, he strikes it away. And do you do anything else upon your turn?
I think that's a big no. Nope. That's it.
As you are brushed away by Sornaris, he is going to return to the striking here. First with a comment towards Terraminder. Utterly pathetic, these fools you align yourself with. Come back to me, Tarminda. I will keep you safe. You can see the trembling through this halfling as the words reach out across the battlefield, and Sornos is going to... He's going to target Ansel.
No.
That's definitely going to hit Ansel as the energy comes forward and you see the acid splash over his form. And he's going to take... not terrible, but Ansel doesn't look all that well either. And it is... After Sornaros' turn, Luthoric, who, as he turns his attention back to Kari for just one moment, I will deal with you after this. And he will use his action. There are chains that come and wrap around Carianthe and hold her in place. And you can see where she struggles against it. There's a shifting to her visage, as if there is a illusion or some other sort of figure that's hiding underneath, and it reminds you just a little bit of Liza. But as soon as Carianthe is restrained, Luthoric turns and starts the approach towards Euphrista. As we come to your turn, and I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Yep. I know the drill. That's a straight D20. That's a 7.
Unfortunately, that is another fail on your save. 8 points of necrotic damage.
Cool. And I need to make a con save for Hex. This is the +1. Which just saves with a 10.
Whew.
Great. So is he like all up in my face at the moment? Or...
I would say that, yeah, he's close to the distance.
Cool. I am going to face step 30 feet back. If I can, if there's room in the room.
Not where you stand to go backwards, but you can face step further into the room. That puts you 30 feet away.
Cool, I'll do that, and I need Luthoric to make me a wisdom save. DC 13, I believe.
Okay, he's pretty good at wisdom saves, but that's a bad roll. He gets a 5.
Awesome, he's frightened of me until the start of his next turn. I think so.
Oh.
I forgot how face step works. I'll check it after my turn.
I can always check for you.
Cool, thank you. While you're doing that, I'm going to shoot him in the face. Hopefully. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Cool, that's 8 points of piercing, and on top of Hex, I'm going to use a Shadow Depletion. So it's 2d6, so 5 points of Necrotic, and 4 points of Cold.
Alrighty, so with that, it is...
Our Spirit Guardians.
Going to be Spirit Guardians is gone.
Woo.
So with that, not only is Spirit Guardians gone, Luthoric seems to be very much on the edge of his health. And it's going to be our NPCs go after this. Terraminder is shocked. Carianthe is restrained. And even as she struggles, it seems she is unable to beat it. So it is Ansel and Renan who are able to act, and it is Renan who acts this turn, as once more she conjures fire, and sort of in the same vein as Andy is going to strike out towards Sorneros. And that will hit. And as the fire strikes at him and eats at some of the clothes, it's not the best damage, but damage is damage here. And Andy, we come to your turn.
Cool. Okay, I think we'll hit Solnos. We'll try and strike again. Getting kind of peeved that he thought my attempt was sad, and not worthy of his notice, essentially. So I'm just gonna try and hit him. Oh, good. Okay, 30-20.
Heck yeah.
Ha! Almost max damage. 11. Oh, and I'll put Shadow Depletion into this, so he pays attention. Schmuck. Cool. Another 5 necrotic.
Ooh,
You
yeah.
think this is pathetic? I got more for you.
Perhaps I was mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
So, as Sorneros' attention is drawn to you, Andy, do you do anything with your bonus action?
Felista, are you like on death's door?
On a scale of 1 to 25, I'm around a 6 at the moment.
Okay, I'm gonna put Healing Word over to Felista.
Alright.
Better not freaking die on me, buddy.
I'm trying.
5! You get 5 back.
Helpful.
And I'm out of spells, so fun fact.
Ooh, things are heating up. As... Yeah, you know what? Why not? It's Sorneros' turn. And why don't we just press some buttons?
My favorite thing.
What if we didn't do that?
No buttons. Button ban. Not allowed.
So, why don't we have a dexterity save from Andy?
Here's the candy.
I'm not crappy at those. 21.
Alright. 21. You succeed. And that will be half damage.
Right.
As the realm around you gets sweltering hot, flames begin to burst out in a quick expanse. And Ansel is also here and has to make that dex save. Whew. Ansel does not succeed. Oh, however, that is a bad roll. That is 17 points of fire damage on a failed save. And so that's half as much, 8 for Andy.
Cool. How's Ansel? It's still up?
Ansel is currently on the ground.
Oh no! Ah! Okay, that's not good.
And with that, it is the end of Sorneros' turn. And it is Luthoric, who cannot move willingly closer to Frista.
Cool.
However, Frista, if you could, please make for me a dexterity saving throw.
Don't fail.
My character sheet working again. Fingers crossed. I don't believe so. I think I have a +5.
It is a
No,
+5.
+4.
Nope.
+5.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. You got a +5.
Cool. So 22.
Then you're fine. There is a shadow energy that comes rushing down as Luthoric places his hand out towards you, but you are able to move out of the way. And Frista, once more it is your turn.
Right. We're going to try and shoot Luthoric again. Just for a laugh, we're gonna use one of the blessed arrows. I've got 2 regular arrows and 4 of the blessed ones left. So 23 to hit. It is 4 points of piercing. I'm going to put my second and last shadow depletion into these.
Alright.
Brings that to 9 points of necrotic. And 3 points of cold.
Okay. So, as your blessed arrow is released, you see the shadows pool from the realm around you for your hex, as well as from yourself for that shadow depletion. And as they coalesce, they begin to crystallize with the ice fractals as your arrow is released. And as it sinks into Luthoric, he tries in a last effort to throw an attack at you. But it misses. It goes wide. It hits one of the areas just seen within the open doorway, the labs. And you see that the materials become crashing onto the floor, creating a hazard area. It catches Sorneros' attention, but that means he does not watch as Luthoric drops to the ground. And it is our NPCs go, and Renan is going to rush forward, try to pull Ansel away from danger, and calls out to Andy and Frista, we have to move. Andy.
Yep.
What do you wish to do?
Solanaris is still here, right?
Sorneros is still up, but his attention is turned behind and towards the laboratory, not in this main antechamber that you're standing within.
Well, yeah, but we gotta get the shadow. Where's Terraminder? Is she still stunned?
Yeah, you can see, she's shaking. She has a mix of, there's shame, there's fear, and when presented with this fight, flight, or freeze, she is freezing.
Cool. Thinking of her and all this, the misery of this place, I'm gonna attack Solanaris and try and end this, buddy, maybe. If the sheet will load. Nope. Okay, cool. We will go here. Aha. 10.
Unfortunately, as you try and strike at Sorneros, you catch the robes that he wears, but none of the actual body.
Okay. I'll move back a few feet.
He does not take an attack of opportunity against you. In fact, as it comes to Sorneros' turn, he pays no mind to any of you as he rushes forward to make sure that his laboratory, his research, his work is fine. And Frista, you would be the closest to this. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Right. There's a 23.
You are able to move back just enough that you aren't caught in the explosion. The different chemicals that mix, the energies that were here, as they react and as Sorneros tries to separate them to get this under control, he fails. And a massive explosion that sets off other chemicals happens in this moment, and you can hear the crash of different crystals, different vials, and even the large window of the balcony that overlooks the courtyard. And all that remains after this smoke are a few bits and pieces. You see what looks to be a few toes, a couple bits of the robes that Sorneros wore. It seems that the threat here is over. And you, Frista, will only take 6 points of fire damage.
That's fine.
And with no more threats, you find yourselves no longer bound by initiative. But you can hear the fighting still outside, the horde of the Fey Dead, the Burning Dead, fighting against the other raiders. You can hear the almost imperceptible breathing of Terraminder as they come hummingbird fast. You can hear the crackling energies and the smoldering flames that still eat away at the chemicals. What do you do here? Oh, and let's see, let's roll something here for Ansel real quick.
Yeah.
You hear a groan as he gets a natural 20 on his death save.
Frank God. Jesus Christ. I almost forgot that he went down.
I almost did too, and then I remembered that he was down, and so I quickly rolled a death save, and he got a natural 20, so he's fine. Well,
Great.
fine enough.
More fine.
Fine-ish.
The only hit point that matters is the last one.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So, what do you do in this moment?
Can we see into the lab?
Oh, you can see into the lab, and in the aftermath of battle, the chains around Kari also dissipate after about a minute. And she, breathing heavily as she falls to the ground, you can see now. Oh no, Sirenscape. There are wings upon her back.
Oh.
And she seems to have a small glow about her.
Really?
It's a good look on you with the wings. When I said literally about an hour ago if anyone could fly and you did not raise your hand, I'm not mad about like the secret identity thing. I'm mad about the lie. Like a little hand raise or a I might be able to would have been nice in that situation.
I'm trying to keep my abilities under wraps, and as she does that, the wings kind of fold back.
But why?
My reasons are my own, and it's not that I don't trust you, but you will be far more protected if I keep them to myself.
Right. Okay. We're gonna have to talk about this, but maybe later.
I think it's understandable. You want to keep it to yourself, we won't push. Andy might. I won't.
Well, you did make me food, Kari, so that has a bunch of points in my book. As with free stuff. So.
Let's see if this shadow glass is what we are looking for.
Yeah, we paid the price, I think, looking at Ansel.
Who is now being brought to his feet, but leaning heavily against Renan.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for not dying, and thanks for bringing me back to being conscious.
Trying my best here.
Aren't we all?
So, entering into the ruined laboratory, you look for the shadow glass.
Yes.
Investigation checks, please.
He's +5.
Hey, 19.
19.
Nice.
Twinsies.
Twinsies again.
Twinsies.
You guys have had a lot of twinsies moments this session.
We
Yep.
have. Great.
I was about to say something mean, but I won't do it.
Say it.
Ouch.
About as many
Just-
times as you rolled low in initiative, you've had twinsies.
Right.
Just about the same number.
I don't need this right now. It's been a really stressful day.
So as you...
Hey, you got to sleep though. Well, not really, but you know.
I got to meditate.
As you look about the ruined laboratory, you can see from the balcony the fighting that goes on. It's about even-sided, but the burning dead do not seem to have gotten any closer during your own battles. And while many things are ruined in the fire, there is one item that seems to have been resistant to all of that. A shard of, it seems, blackened glass.
Shadow glass, I'm assuming? Terminator?
Yeah, this would be the shadowed glass. She's very quiet and does not reach anyone's eyes.
Cool. Kai, destroy it here? Or put it in your bag and deal with it later?
I think we best destroy it here. And perhaps, as she looks around, this place is defensible enough. Take a rest.
That's
Yes.
not creepy at all.
I'm just
But
thinking
if
about the fight down below.
if a giant explosion didn't destroy this thing, do you think we could? Like, that was big.
Roll Arcana or Insight.
Go for Arcana.
Nope. Oh, wait, no, I'm a halfling. Hold up. Coming in
16
clutch.
Arcana.
Nope. 6.
Oh no!
It was almost a nat 20, but no, it's 2.
So,
Yeah,
Freesta. The fire, however powerful that explosion was mundane. And if the Shadow Heart is anything like the Fey Heart that you had dealt with before, it'll take more than just mundane damages. While you don't see any cracks upon it, perhaps in an effort not solitary, but if you and your companions who are touched by the Fey Deathfire seek to overwhelm it with your capabilities, you may be able to damage it.
Cool. I have one use left.
I've used all of mine. Maybe we should damage it first, and then you should get the, when it looks damaged enough, the last blow with the
Sure.
mark staff to make sure it stays, or it fully destroys.
Sure. You have a mace?
There's an armory down the stairs.
Oh. Yeah.
You could always
I'm
try
kidding.
there.
I'm not strong. It wouldn't matter.
Or this is something that, while destroying sooner rather than later might be helpful, can wait until after a night's rest, when everything has been refilled, so to say.
Love
That
to
is,
sleep.
yeah, that is an option that you would know is available to you. You understand that your abilities do return to you after rest.
Right. Can I just try and put a shadow depletion in now and see what happens?
As you put your hand upon it and you press in a shadow depletion, it almost feels like the shadow glass pulls it from your body into it. And as you pull your hand back, there's almost a magneticism. It's like overflooding. Putting too much energy into this could be the key.
Okay. Okay, well, I tried. We'll do it later.
So, you have Kari, who takes up a position at the door to the antechamber that you just fought in. And she volunteers to take the watches.
All of them?
She does volunteer for all of them.
Okay. If you feel up to it.
Consider it as an apology for my deceits earlier.
I prefer food personally, but this is good.
So, as Kari takes up, you have the whole top floor. You can stay in the antechamber where there was the fight, or you can explore. There are other doors here. There's the laboratory. There seems to be a chapel of some sort, probably for Father Lethoric, as well as a residential area.
Is there a kitchen?
Not on the top floor.
So sad. Yeah, if there's some like residential like beds or whatever, I would like to go over there
Yeah, totally.
and crash.
As you crash, Friesta, do you do anything? Any sort of explorations?
Look around the lab a little bit, see if there's anything interesting.
Investigation.
I want to see if my character sheet is back, which I don't think it is. It's a +5. Oh no, it's back. Investigation? It's a 21.
As you are moving through, there's not much that remains here in the laboratory. Most everything was destroyed in the explosion. The main thing that remains is the Shadow Heart.
That's really what I'll be looking at. That would be me.
In the residential room, Andy, can you roll for me a perception check? You find a few papers that are stacked here, letters. And the one on top is sent to Sorneros. And it is detailing the coordination on the attack of the caravan that you traveled through, the one from Renderin to Wintervale.
Okay.
It seems that Sorneros was the liaison. In this, you see that there are clear instructions to ensure the death of Delwyn Strevengar, the noble. But the second letter is one that catches your attention. It is an interested party asking if those of Gurngak's raiders have seen a halfling. And the description that they give is one that is familiar to you.
Shit.
It seems that you're not the only one that's looking for your brother.
No. Is this written in common?
It is written in common.
Okay, and it was written to the Gurngak raiders as a whole.
It was written to the heads of Gurngak raiders. So likely it was something that was supposed to make its way to Father Lethoric, but perhaps intercepted.
Anything specific, or it just gives like what kind of description also? Like visual description?
It's just a very visual description. It doesn't go into any of his personality or backstory or anything like that. Just a halfling. And that could be just because they don't want too much information getting out. And
right. Interesting. And there's no signature or like forwarding address?
Not that you can see. It seems that perhaps this was the one thing that you can see upon it is a strange insignia. Go ahead, give me a history check.
10.
You've never seen this before. You don't know what
Cool.
it means.
I had a named an advantage. for channel points.
You may roll with advantage, Andy.
Thank you.
Watch 10 be the highest.
I mean, yes.
With a natural 20, it takes a moment. You're looking at this. You don't know what it is. But you know that you have seen it before. Beck had it. For just a moment.
Oh.
It was one of the nights just before he had fled. You caught a glimpse of it before he was shoving papers away, telling you that you were nosy sister. You don't know what it means, but you have seen it before.
Interesting. Okay, I'm keeping that for sure. I'm gonna tuck it next to the one that I have from Beck saying that he left. And I'll. Is Feaster still around? I'll go out and look for Feaster with the other letter.
Yeah, you can easily find Friesta.
I found it. Well, something. The schmuck that got explodified. He was the one who ambushed our caravan.
Oh. Everything's interconnected.
Apparently. Yeah. Although the only two letters that I saw.
In that room, yes.
Okay. Cool. Do I know how old either of these two are, relatively speaking? Or no, like not dated or anything.
They're not dated, but they seem fairly recent based on like the aging of like ink. It's not faded or anything like that.
Alright. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. It's only been like a few weeks since the can I compare oldness between the two? Or no?
No.
Okay. Just wondering. It's fine.
That all you find? I was looking in the lab, but I didn't find anything interesting.
Well, I mean, probably nothing important. I'll kind of indicate my past. I found another letter, but I mean, it doesn't really point to anything. It's just more mysteries. So.
Is it important?
I don't know. Someone else is looking for my brother, though.
Oh. Someone's
Yeah.
looking for your brother. The letter's in here, and it's... You don't know if it's important?
Well, they hadn't found him, and there's absolutely no information on it, except for a little insignia. So.
What does your brother have to do with this? How is he connected? Did you know he was?
He lived at home in a halfling community in the middle of the country. I mean, he had this. I saw this insignia on something that he had. I don't know. There was this weird thing where like a stranger came to our community. I think that was like a few weeks or a month or something before my brother left. I don't think he's connected, but a bunch of strange things were happening before he left. So, I don't know.
Are they looking for him because he's bad like them? Or are they looking for him because he's good and against them?
Well, all I can say is they're looking for him, but if he was bad, I, no, well, if he wasn't bad for very long. No, he's not. He's probably probably did something stupid. He was always pulling pranks and picking fights with the most important people in the room, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
So maybe hopefully that's more what it was. Okay, well, this isn't good. Okay, I don't know. I think I'm just too tired and foggy to think about this properly right now. Um,
Is this the first lead you have on your brother?
yeah. Well, and we met Terraminder, another halfling. It's great. It's It's fun.
That must be a lot, Andy.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, family's family. So I can't choose them, but I can choose my
Mm.
friends. I'm glad I have you guys with me. Um,
Mm.
yeah.
You should get some rest.
Yes. Hopefully
And
Kari
then,
can make food.
what's wrong with me making food?
Oh, well, Kari's keeping watch, so I figured that's kind of a watchman's duty. But if you make it, I'd be even more excited. So,
Lisa just walks past you and then goes
ow.
goes in a little trance.
You did great. Breaking the locks and stuff and shooting people.
So,
I'm not speaking to you.
Ouch.
each
Okay.
of you are able to find your own area to rest. And as we come to your rests, our session will come to an end. So,
Yay.
thank you to our players for playing. I hope you all enjoyed the story. Thank you to all of our viewers for viewing. I hope that you guys enjoyed the story. I will see you guys in the next stream, but until then, head on over to our website, wildewitch.com. That's WILDEWITCH.com, where you can check out all the ways to find us on the internet, all the cool things we've got going on, and of course, the invite link to our Discord to join us there. We'd love to see you in chat. As well as head over to Sirenscape.com, as Sirenscape provides all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone. You can find out more of what Sirenscape can do for your table at their website. And as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.